Happy Friday, happy Friday. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome in. Look at all y'all beautiful faces. Let's give it a couple minutes while everyone comes in. I see you, Ez. I see you. I see you. I see you. If y'all are my featured guests today, make sure y'all put your request up in the box. We're going to give a couple minutes to get this Friday started. How y'all doing today? Thank you for the gifts, guys. How y'all doing today, though? How's everyone? How's everyone? Yeah, cheers. It's Friday. I'll cheers you with my coffee because, I don't really partake in those things, but we got this. My glasses be looking hella dirty today. Okay, we got this, though. I can still see, so that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Guys, welcome in, welcome in. We're going to give a couple more minutes, get a couple more viewers in here, but I just want to thank everyone for being here. Y'all know what this is. This is my featured show. I'm Ace Marsh. It's called The Heart Rate. We do this every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today, I got some pretty awesome guests, if you ask me. We got a couple top badges. We got some up-and-coming people. It's going to be a show, let me tell you that. Welcome in. Thank you for the recordings. Thank you for everyone being here, guys. This is a featured show, so I can't really acknowledge the comments, the chats, the favorites, the gifts, but I see y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'm super blessed to have you guys here. Just gonna send one quick message. Cheers. And we're gonna get this show on the road. If I have my guests here, guys, my 3 guests, if y'all can please request the box. We're going to get this show on the road. Once I can find one thing. Oh, there it is. Boom, 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 boom. But anyways, guys, okay, so we're going to get this started here. Not only do we have 3 awesome guests today, guys, but we've got a fave party like none other after the show starting at 5 p.m., okay? 5 p.m. marks the time when I got my live DJs starting. I believe we have 5 or 6 DJs in a row tonight. So that party is going to be going from 5 p.m. right till the wee hours of the night, maybe even the wee hours of the morning, which I'm pretty excited about. If y'all are here for someone, make sure you be spamming them comments the entire time. Show your support. Show some love to them. Hit everyone with a favorite, guys. Hit me with a favorite. And if you're looking to be on my show, we do have some awesome admins. Please hit them up in the chat. You can hit up Tyler. You can hit up Emoji J, Dab Daddy, Dreammaker, and Cinderella. As you can see down there, Carmen's helping out today as well. But anyone you see in red, guys, can direct you in the right direction if you're looking to be on the show. All right, we're going to get 3 more viewers, hit that 30 mark, and then we're going to get this show on the road. Guys, I'm Ace Marsh. This is my featured show, like I said, every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This show is about people coming to share their stories about near-death experiences, kind of situations they've been put in where their heart was racing, their adrenaline was pumping. So this is the place where you get to see the inside of some of the deepest, darkest, craziest things that our streamers have been through. Today, joining me, guys, we have top badge, Queen Me. I believe she goes by 2.0 now. I'm not sure if that's always been that way or what that is. I'm going to ask her when she gets in here. But we got top badge, Queen Me 2.0. We got top badge, Medusa, and we've got Silly Lily, another featured show host. So it's going to be a friggin' wild ride for y'all today, okay? We just hit our people in here. I see y'all in here for your people. Run that chat up. Let's get this show on the road, okay? All right. I'm going to bring all 3 of you in. I know Medusa, if you want to wait until you are ready to speak, hello. We can get you in after because I know Medusa is traveling out of country. But that's up to my man. Either way, Queen Me, hello. Silly Lily, hello. Welcome. Hi, everyone in the chat, guys. Before we introduce these fine-looking, young, beautiful ladies here, we are just going to say, guys, please be respectful in the chat as this is a featured show from my guests. No drinking, smoking, cursing, all that kind of jazz. That's an energy drink. We believe you. Don't worry. I see it. You're a featured show host. I think you got this down by now. But yeah, guys, so I won't be able to acknowledge the chat, the gifts, all that jazz. But guess what? We see you. We're here for you. We're here to give you some content. So stick around for the whole show. There's a fun portion at the end. You're going to hear some wild stories right now. I don't even know what they're going to tell me. So I'm also just as shook as you guys when this pops up. So yeah, let's get this show on the road. Medusa, I did see you join. So if you want to just request the box, we'll get you in whenever that happens. But let's get this show on the road. Hello, ladies. How you doing?
Hi, Good, how are you?
Hi. Okay, we'll start
yelling
with
at my dog. Sorry.
No, yell at him. Get in there. All right, we're going to start with Queen Me 2.0. Top Badge Queen Me, how you doing? Why don't you just briefly introduce yourself to everyone that doesn't know who you are, and maybe say how long you've been on the app and kind of when we can find you going live.
Okay, got you. Well, thank you first of all for having me. I've been excited to come and share and talk and meet and greet and all that stuff we do.
Yeah.
But I'm Queen Me 2.0. You cannot leave the 2.0. That's like my new last name. It's the upgraded version. How else you gonna tell the old me from the new me? Come on.
That's what I wanted to know. Like, I don't know if this is a new account. Same account.
No, same accounts, just an upgraded version of my presentation. Okay.
I'm about it. I might have to do a little Ace 2.0 in the near future here.
Hey, listen, you'll know when it hits you, when it happens, you'll do what you need to do.
Yeah, facts. Awesome. But, how long have you been on the app?
I have been on this app for 4.5 years. I just counted down today, and it has been quite the experience. Someone actually asked me earlier today, like, why do I still stream, or do I know how long, what the lifeline timeline of being on here? And first of all, I had no idea that I would be here this long. Okay,
right,
but it's the personal relationships. At the end of the day, it's the personal relationships that keep me logging in, because at this point, I know everybody's business. I know about your dog, your cat. I know about your boss, and I need to keep up to date on what's going on with those things. So, I mean, how else am I going to know unless I pop in and say, hey, what y'all doing? So I stream practically every day. I usually start my stream at about 10 a.m. and then I wind down a little bit after lunch, around 3 or 4, and then I'll jump back in for a late night on the weekend, and that can go, till midnight, maybe 1, maybe 2 if it's an extra spicy sort of a situation. But spicy but classy always.
Yeah, I mean. I don't know. I'm spicy. I don't know if I'm always classy after hours, but before after hours, we keep it classy over here.
Okay.
After hours,
as long as you got a balance, right? It's about having some kind of balance. But yeah, I stream all the time. I love hosting events. That's what I do. I host push-up competitions, bake-offs, cook-offs, talent nights. We've done a little bit of everything, and I'm always open to new ideas and new things to do. I just refuse to do the same thing every week. So now, because I can't commit to anything, I just do everything. So you can pop in with me anytime, whether it's here on Instagram, and get into something with me. And my events are open to everybody.
So, okay, before we move on, this push-up question is, honey pot, thank you. This is a daily thing she does to me. Anyways.
Oh.
We're here for it. But so my question to you is a push-up. I've heard you're the push-up queen of the app.
Yeah.
Now, is this like, are you an athlete, or is this something that like you just came up with?
Oh, you know what? It actually has nothing to do with me. Everything I do is for the stream and the people coming to the stream. I wish you could get me down on the floor to get a push-up.
Oh, so
it'll never happen. It'll never happen. So I am the host of the all-female push-up competition, and then once a year I do co-ed teams. So in October is actually the once a year. So we have a co-ed teams push-up competition coming up, and on the 13th of this month. But yes, I'm the host. I'm definitely you do not want to follow my habits when it comes to.
All right, guys. Maybe on the next Millie we can get her to do one push-up. We'll figure it out. We'll get there.
Yeah. Good luck.
Well, thank you for being here, Queen Me. I'm excited to hear your story here in a moment. But before then, let's just introduce our second guest, Silly Lily. Silly Lily, why don't you introduce yourself? How long have you been on the app, and tell a little bit about.
So I am Silly Lily. I've been on the app. It'll be 3 years in April, and I host a featured show Friday mornings, 10 to 11 a.m. called Lessons Learned.
Awesome. What's your show about?
So life lessons. I pick a couple guests a week, and I let them pick the topic of their choice, so that, because it's not easy to talk about life lessons, you have to make yourself vulnerable. So different people are, able to open up about certain things, whereas others are not. So instead of forcing someone to talk about something they're not comfortable with, I let them pick the topic and we roll with it. And I mean, it could be anything from dating, setting boundaries. Today was it's okay to not always be okay, and you're allowed to ask for help. We all go through things. So it's I don't know. It's very humbling.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, I've been on your show. I asked you that so you can tell the chat. Obviously, I know what it's about, but I've been on her show, guys. It's definitely more of a tearjerker kind of show, because you get deep down and personal. There's some serious stories being told and lessons that have been learned. but it's definitely a show where you get more personal with your streamers and your fellow people on the app and connections. So definitely recommend it. It's an early morning show. You're not going to get that big hyped energy like you're going to get from me, but that's what's up. But thank you guys for all the gifts. That's Silly Lily. This Top Batch Queen Me 2.0, the better revived one.
That's right, baby.
Okay, I'm Ace Marsh 7.0 because I think this is my 7th life on here already, and I've only been here for like a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. I'm Ace Marsh. I am your host. This is Heart Rate every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. This is where you get to find out from these two young ladies, and I believe our other contestant is our contestant. This isn't a game show. I don't know where you guys are. I don't even know my own show, but this is, she's throwing stuff at me now. This is our 3 guests, guys. They're going to be telling stories right now about their near-death experiences, wild, crazy adventures they've been on, anything that's gotten their heart pumping, adrenaline racing, and we're going to get this show on the road. So Lily, just sit back and relax because Queen Me, you're going first. Big Top Batch Queen Me. Yes, yes, yes. The floor is yours. Please, first, before you get into your story, give us a brief overview of what you're going to be sharing with us.
A brief overview. Okay, and you said I get to 7 minutes? It's 7
No, you cannot. Listen, we got extra time right now. Don't worry about time. Don't worry about time. If it starts getting long, I'm going to cut you off.
Okay. Okay, so my experience that I'm going to share has to do with trying to conquer my insanely paralyzing fear of heights.
Ooh, paralyzing fear. I've never heard someone put that in a sentence. Paralyzing fear. Okay, we're here for it. Let's go. Let's get into it.
Okay. Do you fly? Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. When it comes to heights, when it comes to flying, it's like my brain says, you're so obnoxiously high in the sky that what you're doing right now isn't even real life. And then when you get on the ground, there you are. So I don't feel like I make the connection to my body being too high up.
Right.
But when I can physically make myself go to a certain height, that's when I start freaking out. Okay, so before I tell you my actual story, there's a teeny tiny pre-story I had to tell you. I have always been afraid of heights. I remember going to summer camp and they would have us walking over the bridges, over the river, and I would be the only one on the other side. Like, I can't cross the bridge. I need somebody to hold my hand, carry me something. It was always something that took over me when it came to heights, and I've always known this, but I've always known that it was important to try to conquer these fears, no matter what they were. So there have been several opportunities I've had to try to conquer my fear of heights, and by the time I got to this one as an adult, I had tried many times. One thing I don't know if it's true, maybe I have to do some research, but some people will tell you the more often you do something, the less afraid you become of doing the thing. I don't know that that's the case because I still get terrified over some of the things that I do before I do them, even though I'm very afraid. But so I've always been afraid of heights. 2019 was my year for taking control over what was going with my life in my mind. So I had recently, I was getting ready to go through a divorce. I had just finished moving. I wanted more control over my health. I mean, I was just like ready to take everything by the reins. And I also started doing more traveling. Okay. This was just like all the things I had in my mind that I wanted to do for myself. And when I said to myself, okay, there's going to be a lot of traveling, there's going to be a lot of flying. I'm not a stranger to flying, but it was what I was doing when I was traveling. There was these places that I'd been to and never had any experiences, like, real excursion type things going on that I could go back and say, oh, I did it through the jungle. I did, I had none of that to come back with. So I said that this year and from here on, when I travel, I'm going to make something of these trips. I need memorable experiences. Okay. So at the end of the year in 2019, I made a trip to Vegas. It's just Vegas. A lot of people people go there many times a year for some. And I decided that I was finally going to do the zip lining. You know, I had gone through the elevators that are glass on one side, and you just watch yourself slowly go up. I made it about halfway through that and had to put my back to the doors and just tell them to tap my shoulder when we were done, and I could leave out. I couldn't handle it. But I decided on this trip that I would go and I would zip line. And my friend that I went with wasn't having it, so that wasn't helpful at all. We got to the area, and of course, like most things.
So wait, where was the trip? Where was the trip? Where did you go? Where was the
vacation? This was in Vegas, in Las Vegas.
Okay, Vegas.
This was Las Vegas. The Fremont experience. I know a lot of people probably have done it.
Yeah, I've been there. So yeah. Okay.
Yes. But the girl that I went with, she wasn't about to do the hikes. She don't care about the pictures and life experiences. She was there to gamble, and that was it. And I was like, okay, that's fine too. You know, at least we're there having fun. But she was like, you know, she'll hold on my stuff. I'll go and I'll do the thing. And of course, as soon as we walked up to it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is really tall. This is stories high. And when you're in a hotel and you're looking and you're saying, oh, there it is, it's like it's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be a challenge, but I can handle it. I got up there and I was like, wow. I walked across the area that you have to take to get up to the top, and it was like bars and brackets going around what looked like an elevator. So I was like, all right, so people hop in the elevator, it takes them all the way to the top, and then they get hooked up and they swing across this thing. Well, of course, the day that I go, the elevator is not in service.
Oh no!
So I had.
I'm out at that point.
Step by step, all the way up the top, and at first I was saying, okay, you know, I can take the steps, maybe slower, maybe going slow would be okay. I want to say before I even got halfway, I started looking over the bars and the railing, and I'm like, how? This is a deterrent. This is not. This is not making me want to go higher.
Look down. The rule is don't look down. But
the
if you look down, you ain't gonna jump.
But you're taking stairs that you can literally see through to get up. It's like, what are you? This is not. I was definitely ready to turn around, but like I said, I was at this point in my life where I just had to prove myself to myself. So I kept going. It was so high that I started getting out of breath. Now, I don't know if this was the fear trying to catch up to my breathing pattern or just the fact that I was pretty out of shape, that I was just barely making it up there. And then I'm like, all right, this is going to take away from my experience now because I'm so tired. It didn't. I was quite alert.
Yeah, for sure you were.
Yeah, so I made it to the very top level, you know, the final platform before you have those last little 5 steps and you look up and see everybody. And there was nobody there. Nobody else was in line waiting to go. No one was in front of me, behind me. And when I got up there to the top, it was like 3 people that were working there. And they were just hanging out. They're just ready for the next person. I was like, oh, I don't know if this is a good sign or a bad sign that nobody is here but me. But I'm here, and I'm ready. And when I finally got to the top level, I started feeling unbalanced. Like,
did you have the whole setup on for the?
I did eventually, but when you first get up there, you're just like fresh off the steps, so you know you just have on what you wore, and so I'm walking like a zombie because I'm trying to spread myself out so I don't fall. That doesn't make any sense because there's people around me, but I just knew I had control over what was about to happen to me. So I walk over to the first guy, and he's like, "Are you okay? Are you ready?" I'm like, "No. I need to breathe. I need a minute. I'm going to do it. I just need some time." And he was like, all right, well, when you're ready, you know, go to the other guy. He's going to put the harness on you and get you all clicked up and linked up and all that stuff. And so I took my time, and eventually he had to tell me to go over there. He was like, all right, now, okay, it's time. Please go.
You don't get a choice. Once they hook you up, you don't get a choice anyways.
There's no turning back. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. So I go over to the guy. He's putting the thing on me. He's doing the clicks, and I know my eyes were wide open. I know I probably look scarier to him than anything. He probably thought I was about to transform right in front of his face. Anyway, he's doing the clicks and the chords and stuff, and he was like, all right. He's like, you know, you're gonna walk up to the edge, and then I'm gonna give you a little push. I was like, push? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like, it took us a little while. I know they were like, this woman is the hugest pain in the butt, and I just wanted to
For sure.
apologize.
You're
We
that
still like wanted
person.
them to be patient.
You're that person that's like, no, for 20 minutes, and everyone's holding up the line, but there's no one there.
Exactly. That would have been the case. I know they were glad that I was the only one there at that point. I'm sure they were. Okay, so he's got me hooked up. He walks me to the edge, and of course I'm already freaking out because there's nothing, it's like nothing below you. It's like just a couple of cords going across the top, and I'm starting to see the tops of people's heads. I see tops of buildings. I'm like, I'm really here, and I'm going to do it. And then something says, people do this every day. Thousands of people.
Every day.
This equipment was made to do this.
Yeah,
Just go. And then right before I said push me, I was like, well, I can keep my eyes closed the whole time. So, so I was like, all right, I'm going to do what I got to do. If that means I got to close my eyes. So I let the boy push me. He pushed me, and I felt the glide coming on, and my eyes closed immediately.
So you didn't look the whole time, did you?
Okay, it was kind of a long way. So I was like, all right, if I don't open my eyes at first, maybe I can get into the flow of things for a little bit, and then I can open my eyes. I started flowing across the top, it was feeling pretty breezy, and I peeked through, and I saw everybody, and I saw my feet hanging, and I was just like, okay, I did get to see something. I saw something. I went back to closing my eyes. And then but I did notice we were coming up to the end, and I was like, I should at least try to let go for a second. So
right.
I slowly took my arms off the harness and tried to spread my arms out a little bit, and I opened my eyes for another second, and then we were coming up on the other platform. So I made it across. My eyes were not open the whole time, but I got enough of a peek to say that I felt like I had a great experience. Once I landed on the other side, I felt my toe touch the very edge, and I felt like I should run. Like something in my mind said that I could fall back or something. So as soon as my feet touched the other platform, I started taking off to run, and they're like, hold on, wait a minute. So
I could just see you in the air trying to run like.
Yes, I was like, listen, what's not going to happen is I'm not going to end up back in the air. Not yet. But I ran across. The guy was like, do you want a picture before you get unplugged? I was like, yes, hurry. And so he took my picture. I got unplugged. I walked as far away from the edge of the ledge as I could. They took another picture, and I think I sat there for like 20 minutes just trying to breathe and take it in, and that for me, that was the last time that I think I had, actually before just this past birthday, but that was the last time I had an experience where I was still afraid in the moment, but did it anyway. Right.
And that's
I hadn't felt that feeling
overcoming your fears. Like you overcame your fear there, but you still have the fear, obviously, it sounds like.
it's like I know if I start thinking of those moments, then I even when I'm telling the story, I close my eyes because it's like I can feel myself going through the motions again. But I'll still push it. Anything, things that have to do with heights or that could affect my breathing tend to maybe it's all the horror movies I've seen. I don't know. But it starts to take over me, and I am still working through it. But we zip lining, we got it off the list.
All right. Well, guess what? I've gone skydiving. We'll bring you in. If you ever visit Toronto, Canada area, Niagara Falls, we gonna make sure I'm gonna put you on that plane, and then we gonna jump out with some parachutes. Okay? Don't come if you don't want it, because it's gonna happen if you come. Just 15,500 feet in the air. Okay, no worries. Guys, this is Queen Me 2.0. Hit her with a favorite. She just shared her story about how she's scared of heights. So any chance you guys can show videos to her of people standing over edges and stuff like that, send them to her DM. Scare the heck out of her. Make her overcome that fear. Thank you so much for sharing that story. Just hang out for a minute. We got silly. I'm Ace Marsh. This is my show, Heart Rate. Eastern Standard Time, right after the rundown where you find out who your new top banner, the contest. But guys, this is where you want to be on a Friday night, because not only do we have this show, but directly at 5 o'clock, We got a Fave for Fave party that we do every Friday. It's been running over a year straight. It's lit, but it's a long fave party. You can come and go as you please. It runs all night long. It's your place to come, catch live music, hang out. You're allowed to box up as well, and we just catch good vibes. We do a little bit of the herbal essence and all that kind of jazz. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we're still during the show here, and I think we got Silly Lily about to tell a story. So why don't y'all sit back? But first off, we need to run up. We're gonna run up the arms because I see the arms. I know hers is the infinity, but it's the infinity and the arm, right?
Yeah.
The infinity is hard to find. Put those arms up in the chat if y'all can find them. Pump those arms. There we go. Pump them arms up for Silly Lily, a good friend of mine. I've known her a long time. She's also a fellow featured show host. Silly, why don't you take the stage? Give us a little brief overview of what you're going to be sharing with us.
Okay, so mine's not like I faced like a fear of heights, but I had a fear of I have a fear of being alone, right? So what better way to be alone than to just go ahead and throw yourself out into the middle of the woods with the backpack for a few days, right? And
yeah, I guess one way to do it.
So granted, I didn't do it alone. I went with a good friend of mine. And kind of, so I never realized okay, so we planned it to be in March, and in Ohio, which is where I'm from, it's normally a little bit warmer, right? But we had been planning this for like an eternity. So I wasn't backing down because I talked myself into this. Like I was doing this, I was facing this. I was going to make Mother Nature my friend. Like it was going to happen. So we get out there. It's raining the whole first day. It rains. It's cold. Drops down to 33 degrees. And I'm like, we're going to literally freeze here to death. We're literally going to freeze to death. But we did prepare for the cold. We got the sleeping bags that were meant for the under whatever degrees. And but like when you're in there and it's raining and you're trying to unload stuff and things are wet. And so like our first night was not, it was not fun. We woke up, there was water in the tent, which is my biggest fear. Luckily, the clothes we had for the next day stayed dry. So it worked out okay. And then it's finally later on that day, stops raining, we get everything all warmed up. But like when you're walking through the woods, you guys, and it's quiet and you hear everything. And of course, every noise, I'm like, oh my God, it's a bear. And it's like a squirrel, you know? So like, I came to realize that yes, in nature, you can come across crazy, dangerous animals, but we were out there for 3 days and I didn't come across, I don't think we even came across a raccoon. I think it was all squirrels. And
that's because y'all don't live in Canada.
So I'm definitely a lot less afraid of the scary animals. Now, granted, there's certain places in the world I would probably be a bit more afraid of, right? Because, like, I mean, there's just a lot more of the scary animals. But anyways, that back to track. So we the second night, we get everything set up. It had been raining. We were exhausted. We got to go and I didn't realize, you guys, when the green is just starting to come up, like when it's winter's, it's been dead, and if you look so close right at the beginning of spring, everything is so beautiful. There's a little glow, the sun hits the green, and there's still the little snow piles behind it, you know what I mean? But and you just, these little pops of green, and they're just everywhere. And in the early mornings, they still have the dew all over it, you know, some of it's frosted, but then as the day goes on, and it was just really cool for me. For one, I faced the fear of just kind of being outside, like the whole backpacking thing. Like I've camped, you know, around lots of other people, but I'd never set up in the middle of the woods. And that was fear one faced. Fear two was just being out there for more than a night or a day. And, you know, with no electronics, it was just me in nature, because my buddy walked probably 20 feet in front of me the whole time. So it was just like, it was me in nature with, you know, a tour guide.
Just in case he gets... That's
so
crazy.
But it gave me a lot of time to think, and I think I picked this because there were so many moments where my heart was racing, you know, like I said, when you hear the noises, when you're laying there at night. And I also learned I am very claustrophobic. So the cocoon sleeping bags, you guys, you get in them and it cocoons you. I did not do well in that. So it definitely unlocked that whole fear of like being stuck in something really small, and now I definitely getting elevators now and have like a whole new anxiety.
Oh,
But
Oh my
I now know that I can start a fire with my little, what is that thing called? The without fire. I can start a fire without fire. I know I can fish. I can fillet a fish, and there's all the things that I can do now, that knowing that I can at least survive for some period of time in nature, you know? And so I didn't really face any kind of like big, huge, crazy, scary things, but I faced a whole lot of little fears, which is important because it's definitely helped me grow. It made me realize I can sleep outside when it's freezing and I can survive, and that I can do all these things. And ever since then, I've tried so many different and new things. So it was my way of opening my doors to realizing that there's so many more possibilities in life if we just give ourselves an opportunity. And that's why I picked that.
Absolutely. No, that's fantastic. You know what? That story hits, both those stories hit close to home because I'm such an adrenaline junkie myself. Not only have I gone, what's it called? Not bungee jumping. What did you call it? What did you do? Ziplining. Ziplining. I went to Costa Rica and I ziplined across a volcano, and that was pretty wild. I did it upside down. They hung me upside down from my feet down. They hung me because I said I want to do it the craziest. And they said, this is as far as we can go for you. And they hung me upside down. So there's pictures of me, like no offense if you're religious, but an upside down Jesus flying through the friggin' like this, flying through the mountains in Costa Rica so it was pretty cool. My ex-fiance wasn't happy about that. She thought we were going down. She was even like, hey, can you sign here? So everything's I'm just playing. But yeah, that hit home. So I love that kind of stuff. And then Silly Lily, your story. I'm from Canada. We're in the outdoors. Everyone knows that's the great north. Man, we got all the animals, we got all this camping, the wilderness. So I used to be a sponsored fisherman. I still fish, but I'm an outdoorsman. We have a cottage, trailers, we go camping. I've stayed out in the bush, you name it, in the winter. I've gone winter camping intense, like crazy stuff in the snow. So it hits close to home, and I have so many stories that I could just go on about, but we don't have time. So maybe another day I'm going to share some stories about my camping experiences, because I have ran into some serious animals. And yeah, there's some stories for sure. And some I have one scar to prove something from an animal from back in the day. So that's pretty cool. Winter camping is wild, but if you have the right equipment, guys, for anything, and you're prepared, you can do pretty much anything on this earth. We are the almighty on this earth. So just remember that.
They did it back in the day. They survived 100 years ago, and they didn't have heating. And that's what I kept telling myself. Like, they did this in the day. Like, I always say, I wish that I lived in a simpler time. And how much more simple do you get? And so that was just me testing myself and to see if I can do it. And if I can do it, I'm going to tell you right now, any one of you can do it, because I am the biggest chicken poop when it comes to trying new things and pushing myself, because I like my little, I like my bubble, right? Like, I'm okay, I'm content, but the more I stay content, the more frustrated I get. So I'm just learning I gotta bust out of that bubble a little bit. So
Yep. Yeah. And for everyone that's been following the last couple of weeks on the show, I have been showing my updated arm. I got bit by a poisonous spider a month and a half ago, a brown recluse. Everyone's been watching it actually happened while I was on stream out back here. I've been through the hospital. So this is my update, guys. This is a month and a half after a poisonous spider bite. Okay.
Oh my God. A month. What?
That's a month and a half after. Okay.
I have no idea. It could last this. Okay, you're touching it.
Ace.
It's not. There's nothing there. It's a lump inside my skin.
Okay.
Listen, y'all wanted to come on this show. You get to see the juice, okay?
My kid's band teacher has made them get to the school earlier tonight. So I do have to get out of here. I got to leave here in a few minutes to take her to the school.
So it worked out good. We got your story in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. So Queen and I are going to do a little bit of a special
Everybody
episode.
have the best Friday. I'll still be listening. I'll still be in the background.
And if you want to plug anything in the chat, guys, feel free to. Guys, that's Silly Lily. Her show is before mine every Friday at 10 a.m. We're going to do it a little different here today, because I don't know if, unless Medusa is here in the chat, please request the box. Oh, he is. Okay. Look at that. Okay. He's like, I was just waiting for you to say my name, man.
This Wi-Fi here is not good,
No problem. It actually seems to be working good, but maybe you have to come closer to the mic.
Okay, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Medusa, Top Badge Medusa in the building, guys. Hit him with a fave. Hit Top Badge Queen me with a fave. Silly Lily used to be a Top Badge as well. She's gone and focused on her career. She's still here doing her show. So a bunch of Top Badge energy, big streamer energy in the building. I feel like I'm a little baby compared to y'all. I'm just a rookie coming through, you know what I'm saying? But thanks for having me as a colleague. But guys, yeah, please welcome Medusa. Medusa, why don't you just give a brief introduction of who you are, you know, how long you've been on the app, when we can find you live and that kind of jazz.
Well, I'm in school for my PhD in psychology now, so I stream minimum like 2 days a week now, 2-3 days the most a week. You know, if I do stream, it's always on the weekends because homework can be crushing me during the week. But I've been streaming for about 2 years now. I started 2022, got my top badge in like 5 months. So yeah, it's been really cool. You know, just been a journey. But majority of my streams is like always chill. I love meeting new streamers. I was actually in Queen Mead new streamers auction before I got a badge. Before I got a badge, so that's where it all
Okay, there
started.
you go.
Stream. And then 5 months after that, I was getting a badge. So do you still do the Queen Mead?
I will start back in January. I'll start back in January.
Guys, a lot of streamers. Y'all know me. I am like the biggest community-driven streamer on here. Like, it's my stream is my people stream too. Like, we always box party in it. We're not doing it like the standard people, right? We over here trying to make it a community place where everyone can come hang out. Now, does that allow some of the crazies to come through? Oh yeah, but hey,
Of course.
that's content. That's content. But all right, Medusa. So you doing your PhD? Congrats on that, man. That's a lot of work. I mean, I love psychology, so you definitely a smart individual to go through that. So congrats, and we need more people like that in the world. So all the power to you. I hate school, so you'd never catch me being a doctor unless I'm dressing up on Halloween. So maybe at the end of the month, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Medusa, why don't you take the stage? But before you tell us your story and get ready to do that, guys, I just want to let you know this is a featured show. So thank you for continuing to be respectful in the chat for my guests. You know the drill, no smoking, drinking, and all that kind of stuff. None of these while we're here. But after the show at 5 p.m. in 20 minutes, it is a Fave for Fave party. That's when the drinks start flowing, the smoke starts blowing, and we get the party on the road with the Build Live DJ show and a Fave for Fave party for y'all. So make sure you stick around all night or pop in, pop out, get your faves on. If you're looking to hit that 5K goal to get your top badge like the rest of us, that's what you got to do. It's not just about diamonds, y'all. Get your network on. If you ain't networking, you ain't doing it right. Okay? And someone, when I was growing up, used to tell me this. They said, your network is your net worth. Okay? So remember that, y'all. Remember that. Anyways, listen, I'm blessed to have you guys here. Thank you so much for being on the show. Guys, please hit him with a favorite. This is Heart Rate, 4 p.m. every Friday, Eastern Standard Time. We're going to hear from Medusa right now. Medusa, what story are you going to be sharing with us today, man?
Listen, I've been in sports my whole life. You know, I was an actual college athlete, D1, everything. Played football since I was like probably 8 years old, right? So the thing is, like, I made it through high school. I made it through Pop Warner playing sports my whole life. You know, just like one of the favorite positions I played was always quarterback and wide receiver. So I was a quarterback at first, you know, for a few years, like probably Pop Warner all the way to like seventh grade middle school. I was quarterback, and then I actually changed my position to wide receiver because I was like, you know what, I want to score touchdowns. I don't always want to pass the ball. You know, I want to be like go in there and do my own dance like I was Michael Irvin or something, you know? So
Yep.
let me tell you, man, it was my first practice in college, right? Went to Arizona State University, right? Now, the difference between college and high school is the weight class. These people are like 400 pounds. You got guys like taking hella protein. You got guys that's bench pressing 400 pounds. You know what I'm saying? In high school, I was dealing with like little kids and stuff like that, 16, 17-year-olds. But college is like you going against people that's seniors, you know? Like, so it's like I was like 18 going into college, and you dealing with somebody that's like 25 going on 26. So it's like total difference, right? So, you know, you practice in college, you know, they give you like spring practice where you don't practice without any equipment and stuff like that. So you start, you know, getting your positions up. They want to see how fast you is. They want to see you catch a few passes, see if you like, you're going to become a starter. right? So I was like acing this thing, man. I was like fast catching balls. I was like a 4.5 40, 4.4 lowest, you know. So I was doing my thing, right? So when pads came, man, when I'm telling you, everyone looked at like Goliath or Hercules, and I'm out there scrawny as hell, you know, because I'm a skinny dude, right? I'm a skinny dude, but I got speed though, you know. So I'm like, man, these big dudes not gonna be able to knock me out, man. I got speed, man. They can't touch me, right? So the first day of practice, coach put me in there. He was like, okay, I want you to go with the ones. That's what they call the starters, the ones. So he put me in there with the ones, right? Now the ones is going against the ones on defense. Now, mind you, I'm only 18, bro. Like I'm out there, you know, I'm in college with my
scrawny.
speed.
You 18 and scrawny.
Right.
And there's some big boys out there. Listen, I'm 5'5". I understand. I played as well, so yeah, that's a whole other day. But yeah, continue. I got you, man.
I'm barely bench pressing 200 pounds, bro. I'm in there like struggling. Like the most I could bench press 200 pounds was probably like 10 times. But you got linebackers that's bench pressing 380, 400. They're squatting at least 500 pounds. You know, they built like the Rock. So, all right, play came up. He was like, all right, I want you to do a slant across the middle. You know what that means? He's like, bro, oh my God. So a slant, when you do a slant, right, is when the receiver has to go in front of two defenders. 2 linebackers. So they give you 3 linebackers, but you have to go in between 2 depends on the side that you're on. So like I'm running straight, and mind you, it's 2 linebackers right here, and I have to split in the middle of both of these people without getting touched, without, you know. So tell me why, right? I went across the middle, caught the ball like this, and as soon as I turn around, bam! I'm talking feet off the ground, helmet came off, chin strap came off.
Highlight reel concussion hit.
I'm telling you, bro, I was like, I was really on the ground, like rethinking my life. Like, I was like, where am I at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For
I'm
sure.
I'm used to getting hit, but I'm not used to getting hit. Like, that was like what they call that when you play Madden, hit stick.
The hit stick, yeah, or the big hit, yeah. Oh man, I'm picturing you just get crushed right now. Like any movie you see, any football game, you know, those big hits where you just see the one guy get crumbled, man, and it's like, is he alive?
Bro, did you see Waterboy, how he was hitting those people? That's how I got hit, just like the Waterboy.
So were you out after this, or what happened?
Bro, I was out. I went to the hospital. I had broken ribs.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't even breathe. I've had them. You can't breathe. You can't breathe. It hurts. It hurts to breathe.
Not to sound disgusting or anything, but when I urined, bro, blood came out. That's how hard I got hit.
Ooh, they got you good. Yeah. That's a big hit. So everything healed all good, and we got full functionality of all of our goodies and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta take a lot of fluids. They had me on a lot of protein shakes, energy shakes, and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely. But the thing was, no one told me you had to wear a rib cage. So I'm out there with shoulder pads, and I'm all this is open. All this is open. You know,
you didn't have the proper equipment.
I didn't even have the proper equipment. I was just out there thinking, because I'm so fast and my agility is good, like I can just shake somebody off or do some moves and stuff. But those guys, when you get to college, they're a little different, bro. They're experienced. It's like going from college to the NFL, basically. Yeah. So everyone is on the same page as you. Everyone's moving the same speed. But I was literally on the floor with my heart racing, bro. I was looking up to the sky. I was like, man, I should have just became a doctor or something, you know?
And now you are. And now you are. That's crazy.
Why I stopped playing football, because I was like, you know what? I might as well just be a counselor, you know, something less physical, you know, because I want to keep all my teeth, and I never broke a bone before in my life, bro. And I want to keep that rhythm going, you know. I want to live till I'm 100 years old and say I never broke a bone before, because not everybody can say that. But definitely. That was
I've broken almost every bone in my body. So yeah, those days, I'm telling you, my body is like pieced together. I don't even understand how I'm still going, and I'm only 32, turning 33. So, but we still here. That's a crazy story, man. I got a lot of stuff that makes me feel like close to home on that story because I was a semi-pro hockey player, and I went through it too. I'm the short guy. I still am. I'm 5'5". Now, don't get me wrong. There's shorter people, but being 5'5", playing semi-pro hockey, man, I'm telling you that there was times where boys coming down 450 pounds. I'm a $120 at the time, and they got a 1.5 feet on me, and I'm like, and the same thing with me. I'm fast, but when I got caught, man, a couple of times I got crunched. Good. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, for everyone that's requesting the box, this is a featured show because I can only have my featured guests on. But in 10 minutes, 12 minutes time from now, we do start a fave for fave party. Like I see y'all favoriting down there. Please stick around. It's your time to get your faves up. It does start off a bit slow, but it picks up as the night goes on, guys, because everyone's coming home from work. That's why we run it for multiple hours with multiple DJs. So come in, hang out, and that's what we're going to do. But right now, this is Heart Rate. I'm your host, Ace Marsh. It's every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just want to say thank you to my guests. Please hit them both with a fave. Top Badge Queen Me and Top Badge Medusa. We also had former Top Badge Silly Lily, who also is a featured show host on earlier with us. So please hit her with a favorite and check out her show Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm trying to remember all those numbers. You know how it is. It gets mixed up. You're looking at numbers. Oh, my God. But anyways, guys, please hit me with a fave, too. Stick around, like I said. But this is the fun part of the show where we have to decide who's going to be the winner of the show. It's got nothing to do with the real story. It's got all to do with the fake story that the chat's about to give us, okay? It's the scenario portion of the show.
Oh, wow.
So what we do right now is everyone in the chat, you guys are involved. So I need some kind of comment, emoji, something in the chat so I know you're going to be here and you're getting involved to choose who's going to be the winner right now. Okay, so comment. Let's go. Okay, I see some comments. Let's go. Okay, so y'all right now need to come up, and while these people are going to do their plug, you guys are going to come up with a scenario. For example, I was walking with my boyfriend or girlfriend or partner, and I was walking my dog, and all of a sudden my dog got off the leash, started chasing an animal. He fell into the ocean. A shark came. Like, it could be anything. What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. So I need y'all to see, there's already some good ones coming in. Okay, we're going to let them do their thing. In the meantime, we're going to plug 10 minutes early because I'm doing it a little different, but y'all get ready for this. So don't look down there, all right? Because you don't know which one I'm choosing. So right now, Queenie, what you got coming up, any events, any auctions, things like that, and anything that you want to share about yourself or about your stream.
Okay, sounds good. So coming up, thank you again for having me on the show. We just did PYT, ABCs with PYT. It was a great time. We have the show with you today, and then we have up next our co-ed teams push-up competition. I usually do the all-females push-up competition, but once a year we do teams, guys and girls. That's the 13th of October, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anybody can participate. If you don't already have a co-ed partner, I got quite a few people that need to be partnered up, and I plan on partnering you up next week. So the co-ed teams push-up competition on the 13th of October, and then we have for Halloween, we're doing Halloween trivia on the 30th, and then we're going to close out October with that, and then on the 1st of November, I'll be in Chronic Chris's birthday auction, and that's the only auction that I will have for the month of November, and we didn't do one for October, but I will be hosting my second and my final auction on the app this New Year's Eve. So if you don't have New Year's Eve plans already, please come and hang out with us. Ace Marsh is in the lineup for New Year's. He's gonna be there with us hard. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm probably gonna start posting some pictures and videos from the last time, because let me tell you, we were up all night popping champagne, spraying it all over the room. We got all out of control, but it was a good time. We were excited to bring in the new year, and it's going to be a whole lot like that this year. But it's going to be December 31st. We are going to get started around 9 p.m. I am the final person in the New Year's Eve auction at 11, and we'll party from 11 right into the new year. So if you are planning to do something in your stream already New Year's related, you can be a part of the New Year's auction. That'll just be a part of your night and a part of the celebration that you have with your people. Instagram, though, is the best way to get a hold of me to find out what we have coming up, when it's coming up, and you can also check out some things we've done in the past. Instagram. Put me live.
Okay, yeah, and it's in your bio. It's in your bio.
In my bio.
It's in your bio, guys. So everything that's the same with me, and I'm sure most of the more top badge and bigger streamers on the app. If you want to connect with us, IG is the place to be, and that's where we promote all of our stuff. That's where we connect. It's a really, really wicked tool. Guys, seriously, I would recommend if you're looking to be a streamer on here, whether you're looking to grow big or not, have IG. It's where everyone communicates. It's where we do our shows. It's where we promote. It's a really, really necessary tool to be a top streamer. Anyways, thank you so much, Queen Me. Don't leave yet because we still got this portion to go. But Medusa, why don't you just tell us if you got anything coming up or if you're looking to host anything and all that kind of jazz.
As far as things coming up, I don't have anything coming up. I'm always open. As long as it fits my schedule, I'm always open to doing new events, new auctions and feature shows, you know, just to get myself back out there. You know, I was on POF till they just crashed out. So I've been over here quite some time getting, you know, trying to get back into the algorithm. But other than that, I don't have anything going on. You can catch me on random. But like you say, I do be on Instagram. So I will, you know, if you want to reach me and stuff like that, definitely the Instagram and stuff. But I'm looking forward to Queen Me bringing back this new streamer auction because I got a lot of new streamer friends and I want to.
So do I. We just hit, I don't even know, 60 something subscribers, guys. 61. We got 61 subscribers. Yeah, 61 subscribers, man. The community's strong over here.
That's awesome.
A lot of them are new streamers too. A lot of people that we're trying to kind of mentor to get out there and show them how things are done. But if y'all need some people, I got them all. I got them all in a group chat too and everything. I could just send something in. I got a whole Discord set up for my people. We got a really big thing going on over here with the whole background to changing up how we treat our subscribers, and it seems to be working. So yeah, guys, and if y'all want to try it out too, like the way that I run it, just we got a little time. The way that I run my stream is I switched it up, and everyone hated me for this at the start, and then they all bought into it, and now everyone's like, damn, that's the best idea ever. But so I used to always have the problem of dealing with, you know, everyone wanting red or complaining or, you know, getting butthurt because they ain't got their bouncer status in your stream. So I removed all my bouncers and said, if y'all want to be a bouncer, you got to subscribe. So you subscribe for red. Okay. And I started doing that. And then what I did is I created an Instagram for my subscribers, and my subscribers are called the Electric Mafia. So what I do is basically it's not a family, it's nothing like that, but it's if you subscribe, you're part of my community. I promote all your flyers on a special Instagram page. I do extra promotional stuff. We have a whole group chat Discord that has all the other things. We do a movie night together once a week. We show up for each other on events if possible, but it's a community that we use as a networking tool. Not a family, come and go as you please. There's no tag or nothing. It's simply just a place where we really connect with some like-minded streamers, and it's growing. We had 61. I mean, hey, you know, we've only been here a year and a half. So, yeah, so it's definitely, if you guys interested, it's not necessary, but you want to kind of be a part of the community over here, all are welcome, and you're welcome to be part of tons of other communities at the same time. Like I said, come and go as you please. Electric Mafia, all you got to do is subscribe, and you get a lot of extra perks with it, and you get basically a community behind you. So that's what we're doing over here. It's going well. So I got tons of new streamers for you, and they're all feisty, looking to get out there. Like, they're in events left, right, and center, man. I'm telling you. I can't even keep up with them. They're so busy. But yeah, for me, guys, I do have an auction tomorrow. I'm in Top Badge Summers auction. I filled in last minute. So kind of last minute, but if y'all are available, I believe it's at like 10:55 or 10:05 p.m. I'm one of the last ones of the night. So feel free to come by, check that out. I'm also on Chronic Chris's featured show tomorrow. I think it's at 8 p.m. I'm also on another show. I think that's at, I don't know if it's at 9 p.m. or I don't know. I'm on like 2 shows tomorrow, a dating show. If y'all want to come date me, there's a dating show I'm on with Ghosty. I got myself lined up for this weekend. Sunday is movie night at 1 a.m. So Monday at 1 a.m. But if y'all want to come rock a movie with us. And then I am hosting the first ever tag team battle royale on the app, okay? Where there's takes 2 to tango on a team. That's going to be coming in the new year as well, guys. January 2nd. It is an invite only. We have a full list of people that have been invited. Lots of them have approved. We have not had one person really say no yet. There's been people on the edge, but it's going to be a lineup and a half. So that's where we get kind of exciting big streamers to team up with brand new streamers, and they going at it in a battle royale together. So community and community together against another community and a community. So stick around for more details on that. But let's get to the scenario portion of the show, and then let these awesome streamers get back on with their days, and doctors, and I don't even know what Queen Me does, but I know she's a boss, so I don't even need to ask.
No.
Yeah. All right, so let me pull up this one scenario. Okay, so we've got, there's one that I really liked. Where did that go? Where'd that go? Oh, here we go. Oh, did I get it? Oh, we're down. Okay. All right, guys. So the scenario is. Can you guys repost it in there? I'm slacking on finding it. I waited too long. Whoever put it in there, put another one. Put another one. Put another one.
Paste, copy paste.
I gotta get better at my own show, eh? Oh, here we go.
You
No. No, it's not. Never mind.
Yay.
All right, I'm gonna give you one anyways. I can't find the scenarios that people posted. My chat cut off, but anyways, guys. Okay, what Box Boy? Welcome in, Riri or Ray. Sorry, Ray baby. Thank you so much for that. Okay, guys. So the scenario today, seeing how y'all put a little bit of that, give me your stories. One of them was about heights. One of them was about being out, out camping and all that kind of stuff. And then Medusa's was about growing up being an athlete and whatnot. So thank you. So the scenario today is, guys, you are out on a vacation with each other as best friends. Okay. Let's just say y'all are out on a vacation in some foreign place in the world, and you guys have been you've been abducted by the locals. Okay. It's in a dangerous place. You've been abducted by the locals, the two of you. They've kidnapped you. Okay. And what they're doing is they're bringing you to a place where they're going to hang you from your feet and roast you over a fire. So now you up in the air. Now you out camping, getting the fire roast going. What you going to do to escape? They got one of you in a cage and they doing the first roasting over the fire. Queen Me, what you got for me? Yeah, I know. That was pretty wild. That's what happens when that's when my brain goes.
And one of us is in a cage? Is that what you said?
Yeah. What you gonna do to get out of there? How you gonna change the day? How you gonna save it?
Okay. So, all right. So I'm hanging over the fire, right? All the blood's rushing to my head. Okay. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. So, I'm feeling fearless. My hair is hanging. It ain't quite caught on fire because you know how the hair go with the fire. So they got a little love for me. They ain't trying to set me quite on fire just yet. So then I feel like, all right, they're giving me a little room to breathe. So I'm looking down at the fire. I see a snake. I grab the snake. I grabbed it by the head because I'm so scared, but I'm so fearless. And I swing the snake around, and it latches on to the top of the rope where my feet are, and I yank it. And boom, as soon as I yank it, I fall down next to the fire. So close. But we just missed it. So I fall down to my feet. I don't make any noise. Nobody hears me. And I immediately turn around and I run towards the trees. And then the trees have a big hole in the center. I choose one, I jump down it, and as soon as I get down to the bottom, I wake up and I'm in my bed, and it was amazing that it was just a dream.
Just a dream. It was only just a dream. What was that? I love it. It was only just a dream. Okay, you know what? That was pretty good. I was about to say, before she said she woke up, and I thought she was going to leave you behind, Medusa, because she just said she's worried about herself. I didn't hear nothing about going to take the man out of the cage. She was dropping you like it's hot,
I didn't know Medusa was there with me. I thought I was the only one that got caught up.
Yeah, he's up in the cage, though.
Oh, he was in the cage. That's right. Well, I was running to the trees to get help,
Yeah, I don't know. She left you fair and square, guys. Her dream, she's a savage. We already know what happened. She saved herself. She left Medusa to get burned, and with the tribe. Medusa, you got to try to top that, man, because they're about to vote. You know what I'm saying? It's all for fun, guys. This is just my fun portion of the show.
In a cage?
Yeah.
Man. I mean, I have two options. I'm either going to try to bribe my way out, or I'm breaking every bone in my body to try to slither through the cracks of the gate, because I'm going to have to break an elbow, break a knee, something sharp, and just how you seen the Saw movie when the guy had to get himself out of that, them chains, and he actually
he cut his leg off.
I would try to do something like that to try to just work my way out of there, or just go insane, go crazy, and make them just be like, you know what, we don't want him anymore. He's already damaged, and he's hurting himself. He's
He's like, this guy's a threat.
Yeah, they're gonna see me there. He's already damaged. We can't hurt him anymore, you know? So either that or block my way out. I'm just going to say, hey, I'm related to some famous person. I got $1 million. I could bring you tomorrow. Just let me out of here. You know, or I know Box Boy. He's a boss badge on the app. This guy has tons of money. I can show proof. Hey, look, he has a boss badge. Hey, let me out of here. But other than that,
oh man, I'm dead. I am dead. All right, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. He's gonna call up his rich friends and try to bribe his way out, or break some bones to slither around and get out. I mean, myself personally, I think I would just lie there and pretend I was dead, and then hopefully they just toss me out. And then as they come, I would just wake up and, you know, a little karate chop, Karate Kid style. But right now, guys, number 1 for Queen Me, number 2 for Medusa. It's all for fun, but you know, we like to see who the winner is before the end of the show. And that's it for the day. I think we're probably, it's 5:03, guys. Y'all can swear, y'all can do your thing. I'm about to roll up some of this good stuff that I just grew myself.